Welcome sa zip9.com. In this video ay pag-aaral natin kung paano ba mag-factor ng quadratic trinomials, no? And let's have our first example. We have one factor x squared plus 14x plus 49. So, pag tayo nag-factor, ang pinakaunang titignan natin is to see whether it's a perfect square trinomial, no? Malalaman natin pag perfect square trinomial, ang una mo makikita is naka-perfect square yung kanyang first term, yung may may degree na 2, and yung pinaka-last term niya. So, minsan, depende yan sa given. Minsan, square din dito. May variable din yan. For example, x squared plus 14xy plus y squared. So, yung may square, tsaka yung last term niya, or kaya yung constant, or kaya yung another variable na may degree 2, ay perfect square. So, dito, pareho silang perfect square. We just have to check if perfect square siya by checking the middle term, no? So, kung perfect square siya, ibig sabihin, kukunin mo yung square root nito, which is x. And then, kukunin mo yung square root nito, which is 7. So, ang i-determine lang natin whether plus ito or minus, no? And since pareho namang plus yan, so definitely this is also plus. Now, kung mapapansin niyo pag nag-square tayo ng binomial, for example, a plus b quantity squared, ang product niya na is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, yung first term niya is a perfect square, tsaka yung last term niya is also a perfect square, no? Ang middle term niya is the product of the two terms, a and b, and then multiplied by 2, or twice the product of the terms. So, ibig sabihin, yung middle term nito is twice the product of the terms, which are x and 7. So, twice the product of x and 7. Ang product ng x and 7 is 7x. And then twice nun is 14x, which is this one. So, ibig sabihin tama itong conjecture natin that this is x plus 7 quantity squared. Or another way of writing this is x plus 7 times quantity x plus 7. Okay? So, number 2, we have 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. So, perfect square ba yung first term niya? Yes. Perfect square ba ito? Yes. So, pwede nating sabihin ito ay perfect square binomial, no? So, kunin natin yung square root nito. Square root ng 9 is 3. Square root ng x squared is x. Tapos yung second term natin, square root ng 1 is 1. Now, meron tayong minus sa gitna, no? So, definitely, hindi ito plus. Kasi pag plus yan, plus lahat yan. So, this is minus, no? And again, na-check na natin yung dalawa, pareho silang perfect square. We just have to check the middle term. So, we have to check the product of 3x and 1 times 2, no? Twice the product of a and b. And 3x times 1 is 3x times 2 is 6x, no? And 6x, nandito yung 6x natin, which is equal, no? And magma-minus siya kasi minus yung term dito, no? So, minus yung ating operation dito. So, definitely, minus din yung nasa gitna. Parang a minus b quantity squared, di ba? This is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So, therefore, we are correct, no? Example 3, we have negative 30xy plus 9y squared plus 25x squared. So, pag ganito, usually, ang sabi ko nga kanina, dapat perfect square yung dun sa unang term, saka perfect square din dapat yung sa pangalawang term. So, magre-rearrange tayo ng terms. Yung may dalawang variable na sa gitna yan, middle term yan, no? So, pwede natin yung i-rearrange para maging, unahin natin yung x squared, no? Usually, although it's not really a rule, but in general, usually, ay ina-alphabetize natin. So, mauna yung x squared, and then yung minus 30xy, and then yung pinaka-last is 9y squared. So, we have to check if this is also a perfect square trinomial. So, we get the square root, no? Square root of 25x squared. This is 5x. And then square root of 9y squared is 3y. So, minus dito, magma-minus tayo dito. Okay? So, we have to check if tama nga yung ating 30xy. What's the product of 5x and 3y? We have 15y, no? And then twice the product of a and b. Twice 15y, that is 30y. Oh, sorry. 15xy pala. Kasi 5x plus 5x times 3y is 15xy, and twice 15xy is 30xy. No? So, minus ito. So, 30xy is correct. So, therefore, this is indeed a perfect square trinomial. Let's have our fourth example. We have factor 9x squared plus 15x plus 4. So, perfect square. So, malamang ito nga ay perfect square. We have 3x, yung square nito, and then square nito is 2, and then plus. We have checked this, and then we'll see if the middle term. Ano ang middle term niya is 3x times 2 is 6x, yung product nito. And then twice the product of the middle term, twice the product of the terms, yung middle term, so 2 times 6x is equal to 12x. Now, 12x is not equal to this. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya perfect. Hindi siya perfect square trinomial. So, mali itong ating hula na ito, no? So, sa susunod na post natin ay i-discuss natin paano ba mag-factor ng general trinomial na ganito, no, na hindi siya perfect square. By the way, ang tanong natin dito is factor, no? Lahat yan, factor, and then factor. Okay. So, factor 9x squared plus 15x, factor negative 30xy plus 9y squared plus 25x squared. Okay, so maraming salamat. See you in the next tutorial.